Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are going to be dyeing my hair pink. So if you have not seen one of my previous videos of me dyeing my hair coral, I will leave a link to that right up here. So basically, Pravana sent me some of their pastel shades, and I really want to try all of them. So the next one I want to try is Pretty in Pink. I'm really excited. I love pink hair. Every time I've dyed my hair pink, I've loved it, and it's been like one of my favorites. I just love the color pink, and I'm excited to dye my hair pink today. So we're gonna be trying this shade. These are pastel colors, so they're not gonna be vivid or bright. They're not gonna last very long, which is why I feel totally fine using them on my hair. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, this looks like such a beautiful, like rosy pastel pink shade. I'm so excited to use this. My hair is gonna smell so good too, because Pravana colors smell delicious. So this time I am not going to dilute it with the clear diluter, just because last time I diluted it a little bit and it was very, very sheer. So I'm just going to go straight in with this color and not dilute it, and hopefully I have enough. That's the only reason I diluted it last time, is because I didn't have enough color. So hopefully I have enough today. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough, but we're going to try. This is all the color I have, so hopefully it's enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over. I'm not gonna wear gloves again because it is a pastel shade. I don't feel like I really need to wear gloves when it's pastel. It's not gonna stain my hands or anything like that. I'm gonna try to section my hair pretty well, so that way I'm not gonna waste color. I do have limited color supply, so I want to make sure I at least get these front two sections really good. I'm excited to see what kind of pink this is gonna be, if it's gonna have like a warmer undertone when I rinse it, or if it's going to be like a dusty mauvey rose pink, because on the packaging it kind of looks like a dusty cool toned pink, which I love. I feel like a lot of like pastel pinks are like more bubblegum and not as like cool toned. Sometimes they're a little bit more warm. So I'm excited to see what this looks like when I rinse it. Obviously, if you have more yellow undertones, then it's going to grab a little bit more of those warmer colors. But I just toned my hair using the Pulp Riot Ghost Blood. So my hair is like a very, very nice bright platinum with very little yellow tones. So I'm thinking it's going to be like an ashy pink color, more of like a dusty mauvey rose. As always, I am not going to be applying this on my roots because it's a pastel color, so it's not gonna dye my natural hair. I'm taking really small sections. I wanna make sure I saturate the hair really well since it's a pastel color. So I'm just gonna take little tiny pieces at a time. And thankfully, I just have to dye my ends. I don't have to worry about dyeing my root area. I've seen a lot of people mix up this Pretty in Pink pastel shade with the coral shade I used last time, and it turned out so pretty. I might do that in the future, like mix the pink and the coral together, because the two shades combined were really, really pretty. The last coral shade I used was definitely more of like a toner. It almost looked like it just like toned my hair. That's why in the video I said like it reminds me of Guy Tang. I was thinking of the Naked series he has. That's like the dye color. It's like a naked skin tone coral almost. And those are actually like toner and dyes. They're not like a semi-permanent color, they're actual dyes. And I would say it was pretty comparable to that, except for you obviously don't have to use any developer. I personally loved the coral color. I thought it was so pretty. I love that it didn't last long, like it was easy to remove, but it was more like a tone, like just like a hue shift on my hair. Before I applied the coral, my hair almost had like a greeny yellow cast to it, and the coral really helped to neutralize that and like just bring it back to like a beautiful blonde shade after it had been faded. Okay, so we have one half of my head done, and it looks really pretty. It definitely is looking like a dusty ashy pink. Cute. We'll have to see what it looks like when it's rinsed. Ooh, up here I see some brighter pink tones. Okay, we only have this little section left, but this is how much dye I have. So basically none. Love that for me. This is why I add diluter. Okay, so I have this section left, which thankfully it's just like my ends down here because my regrowth has grown out. So I guess I'm going to mix up a similar shade. So I'm gonna go in with Manic Panic Cotton Candy Pink. It's not very much hair, so I'm hoping it's not noticeable. This is like the most similar pastel shade I can find. It's obviously not gonna be exact, but it'll be close. Close enough, hopefully nobody recognizes that it's a little different shade. Ooh, this is definitely looking very, very ashy. I'm excited to see what this looks like once it's rinsed. Ooh, yes, the color seems to be grabbing up here more. It definitely looks a little bit more pink up here. Okay, so I'm going to let this process for around 30 minutes. I'm gonna rinse using cold water so that way the dye doesn't fade even more. Then I'll be back to show you the finished color. It's looking very promising right now. Like, this pink looks stunning. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like once it's dry. Obviously it's gonna look different with the color on it. I will say this pink under here does look different. It definitely looks more of like a bubblegum pink, and this looks a little bit more ashy, but I don't think you'll be able to notice like once everything's rinsed out. I will see you guys once I rinse all of this out. All right, you guys, I am back, and here's how the color turned out. It is so pretty. Like, oh my gosh. It is like the most beautiful ashy pink color. This color is so good. Like, I love this color. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's still subtle, still pastel, but like you can tell I have colored hair, you know? Like, it's such a pretty pink shade. I am very, very obsessed with it. I think it's gorgeous. It's definitely more pigmented than the coral shade is, but it's still like light and pastel. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And underneath here where I did the Manic Panic Cotton Candy Pink, you can't really tell the difference. It looks pretty much the exact same as the rest of my hair does, but I love this color. It definitely showed up more like up here in my bang area. My hair on my ends is still pretty porous and damaged, so where it's healthier, like up here, the color is gonna grab a little bit more, but overall, it's such a beautiful, like dusty pink. It's so cute. I mean, just look at how gorgeous this is. It's so pretty. Again, I think it looks great with my natural color. I think pretty much any pastel shade is gonna go well with my natural color. I just have been loving the like all over pastel summer vibes. Like, I just think these colors are so pretty, and it gives me like a temporary fun hair color, you know? Like, because they're pastel, they're not gonna last very long, but it's like such a fun temporary thing to do, and I don't have to commit. Like, I don't have to worry about it coming out of my hair. I don't have to commit to like a neon shade, but I can still have fun and play with color this summer while my roots are growing out. I will leave a link to this Pravana pink color in the description down below in case you guys do want to try it. I love, love, love this color of pink. I just want to eat it. Like, this is just... It's such a beautiful shade. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. And until next time, guys, stay weird. Bye.